Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel. As an XRP community member, I can say that these are interesting days for XRP holders. We are going through different phases. Yes, I do agree that when we look at the chart, we know that we had an amazing bull run. Then we corrected way below. And yes, it took almost a long time. If you check in the charts, you can see that it's already been around 730 days of correction. Now that's, yes, a long correction. But now when we look at the price, this is in showing an XRP for Japanese yen. Now this is US dollar to Japanese yen, and then showing what the price of XRP to Japanese yen is in some exchanges. So if that's a glitch, okay, I agree that's a glitch. Okay, now again, in different time frames, we can see that the price is being going up high. Now at the same time, we have a lot of positive news happening in Japan, like major Japanese banks are using XRP and other stuffs. Now then we have some perspective from different individuals who showcase us insightful information regarding our coin. Then we have something special from back 2013, which states as XRP is looking forward to be a standardized financial factor which will play a role in coming decades. Now then after which we will actually go through technical analysis looking at XRP in different time scales, and we'll analyze through that. So before that, I would like to kindly request you guys, this is a new channel, it's only just being 2 months old. I need support from you guys. So if you do like the content I provide on a regular basis, please do support the channel, subscribe and like the contents I provide. Now first, when we are looking at the first one, as we showed, the price is actually showing you different variations in this is USD and this one is in JPY, so Japanese yen. So if you actually convert that, it doesn't actually match up. Say it's 2000, it's like 200,000. So say if you are looking at this 200,000, here it should be 2000 or something, that high, but it's not. So if we consider that as a glitch, how often we can consider that as a glitch, and that too in XRP ledger? It's one of the best things which has been made by a human being, and yeah, still we can expect that there will be some kind of glitch happening. Okay, moving on to the next one. Now this is kind of a technical analysis from Gordon Gekko. He is actually showing the weekly chart, and in this weekly chart you can actually see that there is a wick forming. Now it's, if you see this candle, we already came down, touched the support area, wicked back up high, then again the next candle actually came back down. Now for me, now it's a Monday, so the candle is already closed, so we actually got a weekly candle wicking up, so that's actually a positive news. Now he's actually showing that important results if this particular thing happens. So in that, he's actually talking about a reversal. Now we'll actually go through that in our chart analysis. We'll try to discuss through weekly, daily and shorter time frames as well. Now this is from John Wick, showing that ISO 222, the one language system. Now this can be actually connected back to the interview of Chris Larsen, which I showed you. I'll try to showcase that. See, I'll play this for a second, then you guys can compare what's happening from that time and now.
Yeah, so it's based on the same idea. Math-based currency simply means that the currency itself is defined by a mathematical relationship of servers in a distributed network. So instead of it being controlled by a central authority, whether that be a company or a country, it's based simply on a math relationship. So the idea is that there can never be any more of the currency once the amount has been set. So it can't be debased, for example, and then people can always depend on a predictable number. Ripple and Bitcoin, though, work in different ways. We've saw what Bitcoin has done over the last 4 years. We're really excited by it. We kept the good stuff, and we sort of fixed some of the flaws that we felt could be iterated on, and that's what open.
Now that's where I actually like that stuff. We saw what Bitcoin is doing, and it's great, but we just felt some flaws in it and we corrected that and named it as OpenCoin during that time frame. But right now it's XRP. But from this you understand what's actually being prepared in the background, right? The future of payments, that's the ISO, right? They are actually coming up with a new standard for payments, which the financial industry, like financial providers, service providers, banks and others will actually use in the coming years. And XRP will be the foundation for all of those. Now there's a tweet from Hodl, and that's actually a positive news. Now we can actually see that 3,000 worldwide ATMs, like 3,000 ATMs worldwide, can be now used to purchase XRP. Now, if looking at the size of the world and number 3,000 of ATMs, that's not that big, but still looking at where we are in this initial phase, say as Brad Garling also used to state, there's a marathon and we just made the first mile. So in that particular aspect, 3,000 is a big number. Now yes, the most of the ATMs in that 3,000 will be located majorly in countries like say Switzerland, Japan, South Korea, where they are adopting or allowing this blockchain technology to survive. Now there's some tweet from Ganesh Hiremath. It's actually showing that stable coin for cross-border payment. So they're actually mentioning XLM and XRP as kind of stable coins, but I personally don't agree that it's a stable coin. Anyway, moving on to the next one, that's from Ian Northing, showing that seems there's been quite a lot of suspicious things happening over in Japan. So when we actually look at this, we can see that the price is rising quickly, coming back down, and that's happening not once or twice, it's happening again and again. So that's the possibility that it can repeat. Now this one is actually at Ripple Exchange Tokyo and Ripple to JPY. So if we actually look at the same in Digital Gate Japan, another exchange, we are actually seeing the same. It's not only happening at one exchange, whereas it's repeatedly happening in others as well. Now this is Tokyo JPY. In that it's showing it's going up, coming down, going up. So there is been a push to the upside at present there. Now this is from Jack the Rippler, showing that I don't know why this guy actually shows boom all the time, but I personally like them. He actually comes out with good information. It's really insightful. Now, the Secretary General of UN actually illustrates that we should embrace blockchain. So if they're actually going to do that, I personally think that, considering what ECB is doing, considering what Japan is coming up with, they will adopt a RippleNet. And by that or through that, they'll use XRP. Now the next one is actually from XRP Joker. It's showing that in a daily frame, we can see that the price is moving to the upside, breaking the trend line or resistance. Either you draw it in the horizontal or like this. So now this is showing that liquidity of XRP to the Mexican peso is increasing. Like it just went a bit down, then coming back up. So he's showing no doubt Christmas has slowed things down. Now I don't understand in which perspective he's stating that, but as far as I'm concerned, it came a bit down and it's going back up high. So that's actually a positive news if I'm looking at that. Now this cryptocurrency last 24 hours, we can see that Ether has gained 5%. Now that's actually a good news for even the altcoins as well, because most of them considers Ether and LTC as the guide for altcoins. Now when we look at Bitcoin, we can see that the price of Bitcoin has just moved 1%, but considering the difference in price, like 7,500 and 135, yeah, the fluctuation in 1% is actually good. Now we'll actually look at the chart. This is XRP on a daily. Now we can see this. There's a longer time frame chart in which you can identify the correction. We're being resisted at this particular area. Now from this point we are being supporting this area. Like we broke through this resistance. From that time it's acting at a resistance, turned into support. Now here we got a bounce and we are kind of breaking to the upside. So right now, yes, we are still at the top. We haven't managed to go above this area. Now this is a daily chart. So if you want to get a bit more clarity in that, I can put it like this. Say now the price is moving like this. So if it is to break to the upside, then that's gonna be a positive news. So if you actually make this a pattern, like draw a pattern like this, you can actually expect, like, if the price is gonna move to the upside, then basically my upside target will be here. Now at the same time, what you can see here is that we have a resistance here. So if you're setting your take profit, then it should be somewhere here. That'll be better. Now we'll actually move on to the daily chart. Back into the daily chart, looking at the MACD and stochastic RSI, we can see that both are pointing towards the positive direction, whereas the stochastic RSI is at the overbought area. And looking at it on a weekly, we can see what we can see here is actually a good news. Sorry, that's kind of happening again and again, right? But I'm sorry about that. So looking at this, we can see that the RSI, stochastic RSI, is at the bottom. It's making a bottom, so it's gonna cross to the upside, which indicates actually a positive sign. So when this happened here previously, you can see that there was a price pump. Yeah, there was a dump. Then it slowly corrected back to the same height. So if that's happened, then we can expect the price movement to the resistance area here. Now we look at XRP to BTC. Now in this also we can actually see that the price is kind of making a bottom. So compared to the price of XRP USD, I think there is a chance that the price can dump a bit, then retest, then go up high, retest, and then move to the upside. So we'll actually just look at Ether in USD as well, as it's pumping up by today. So now this is a weekly chart of Ether, and that looks promising. Now we'll actually move on to the daily chart to see where it is in the overall pattern. So we can still see that similar to that of Bitcoin, it's still managing within that pattern. So we can expect the price to move up to around 135, 148, 135, 138 area, where we have overhead resistance. So if the price is able to go to the upside, then that's going to be a positive news for that. So that's all for today, and I wish you guys happy new year, which is going to come really soon. And again, I would like to request you guys, if you guys like the content I provide on a regular basis, please do support the channel, hit the subscribe button and like the content. I'll meet you guys on the next one.